Welcome to the Hustle Show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn bitch to the op. And I can promise that this 4 nickel tucked on my hip, that bitch Obama black. See a target, lock onto it, then demolish that. My shooters got degrees for they aim. They on top of that, they like he wearing skinny jeans. Go.
Welcome to another edition of the Smartalecs Podcast. You know me, Angry Al. I'm not angry today, man, because I'm here with a legend, a Cleveland legend, a state legend, an international legend. Sauve Goddi. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing excellent, brother. I'm just glad to be here amongst real brothers, man. I'm trying to make sure I put this on vibrate. I'm just glad to be here, man, to talk about some things, that might need clarified with hip hop, Cleveland, whatever.
Well, I know for a fact you've been doing it for years, bro. I know you had a couple singles out here and everything. So, really give them a background of where Sauve Goddi came from. Like, what Sauve Goddi, because right now I already know what you want. You know what I mean? But let the people know exactly where you come from and what you want, man.
Well, I'm a product of the 80s in Cleveland. And being a product of the 80s in Cleveland, you got 2 eras. You got the pre-crack era, which was the inception of hip hop. So we're talking 1980 to 84. And that was when I was, pre-teen. And I was just taking in, I was there when Sugar Hill Gang first came out with the hip hop, the hip and the hip rock, And I was there when that first came out. And see, you got to understand the difference between that and now is people done heard rap so much, it's like normal. It's like whatever. But when this happened, when I had that happen, that was brand new. So you gotta understand, this is like hearing see, some of y'all might have never know what it's like to hear hip hop for the first time. And I was there to hear hip hop for the first time. Prior to hip hop, for the first time, it was disco. That's what we had. We had, 9 years old, we had disco. 8 years old, I had disco. So I liked Donna Summers. I thought she was the sexiest woman on the world. Her legs, her face, her hair. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, she was the blueprint of woman. It was Donna Summers. This was before hip hop. So fast beat and somebody singing. That's what we knew. But then it flipped, and then you had somebody rhyming, cause everybody was there. What you see? Cause I was and I was like, what the hell is this? This is different. Yeah. So I'm from that era. And at the same time that came, breakdancing came. And the way we did it back then, it was such a great thing to see people spinning on their back or spinning on their head. As you could be going in the neighborhood and they would have cardboard out on the corner and people be up there breaking. So this was what I'm from the era where you could walk on the corner, somebody breaking and spinning on their head, spinning on their back, and they looking at you like, what up? And if you jump out and you do your little move, right? And then somebody will mess around and battle you, right? Like, that was whack, and then they'll do their little thing, and then you try to get, so I grew up in a battle era, which was pre-crack. So if you beatbox, somebody else said, well, my man beatbox. And y'all didn't form a crew, y'all probably were battling. And people standing around were gonna judge and say, oh, my man got it. People ain't gotta declare the winner back then. You knew who they liked because they were gonna gravitate to that person and they were gonna totally start ignoring you and you lost. That's the first era that I come from in Cleveland. Second era is the crack era, 85, 89, 90. And what happened with that era, it was like 85 to 89 said, okay, you were breaking in the early 80s, you were rapping in the early 80s, beatboxing in the early 80s, DJing in the early 80s. Crack out here now, they getting money. What you gonna do? So 85 was the introduction to asking you what you gonna do. You writing on walls? How you getting money though? Got this crack. What you gonna do? So 85 was the era, beginning of a new era where it starts saying all that writing on walls, how this getting you money, man? This will get you some money. This will get you the stuff you need. So now you gotta ask yourself, now what do I do? And that's with 85. Now what happened for me? By 87, 85, 86, Pink Panther. I'm watching the Pink Panther. I thought this dude was incredible because he was making things happen and he didn't talk. That's what made the Pink Panther incredible because this dude, he ain't talk, but things got done. Imagine walking in the room of women and you don't talk and they just go and they start cooking or doing whatever. You be like, what the hell? What just happened? They was in here tripping and kicking and the dude walking in the room and they started, that's the Pink Panther. You ain't never seen nothing smoother than a person who don't got to talk. But you know where that really actually come from? That come from your parents. Remember your parents would look at you and then you knew to stop doing something, whatever. See, you new parents don't know this. But back then, parents ain't have to bitch at you. So because they would look at you. They had to say nothing and you knew what to do. Okay? So that's, but to rewind back to what I'm saying. So 85, 86 start saying what you gonna do. What I did, well, I'm blessed. Instead of selling crack, I made a song called The Pink Gangster. Took it from the Pink Panther. But I heard Just Ice back then. Super shout out to Just Ice from the Bronx. He had a song, Yes, because you are the hip hop gangster. And I took that and I was like, gangster. And I took the Pink Panther. I said, I'm not a Panther. I dropped the Panther, made it gangster, and I made a song called The Pink Gangster. I started wearing pink because I recognized that women like pink. I like women. I heard there's fags that wear pink, whatever, but I said, here's what I come to understand. I look back, I see pimps that wear pink. So I come to understand, when you meet me, you either going to see a fag or you're going to see a real man. You figure it out. I'm not going to tell you. You figure it out as you go along. You'll know which one I am. So I came with the Pink Gangster with confidence. I didn't care what you call me, because I guarantee you when you meet me, you're going to figure out what type of dude I am. And I liked that because I know the women liked it. And they were more important than any dude. Because I was chasing girls. That's why I made both my kids in 87 and 88 when I had my song out. I ain't had a child since. That's how much I was out here being flamboyant. But that's where I come from. My first song was The Pink Gangster. Came out in 1987. They played on 93 FM. They sold a lot of records around the city. People in Cleveland thought it was worldwide because it was playing constantly on the radio and was selling, even though it wasn't. It was through different states and stuff sprinkled here and there. But that's where I come from, the 80s, being a rapper. So when a crack came and said, what you gonna do? I was like, keep that. I'm gonna make records. That's what happened for me. And from that's where I'm from.
So right now, so that's where you from.
Right.
So where you at?
Where I'm at? Well, I'm what you call an underground dude. An underground dude is a dude who moves off the radar, but can get on the radar whenever he wants. So desires. Because of the knowledge of the underground, because the overground actually uses the same principles as the underground. It just exploits it for the masses. But the underground and the overground use the same principles to survive. Because whether you over or underground, you still need water. You still need food. You still need air. You still need marketing. You still need skills. You still need these things whether you're over or underground. So the same principles apply. But I'm an underground dude. Where I'm at now is I have a legacy in this city. I've done what a real hip hopper is supposed to do. I kicked it with the graph artist. Shout out to Sano, when me and him used to go down the street and he was doing beautiful graffiti and I was just marking up a wall because I'm not a graffiti artist. But I didn't, shout out to him. I hooked him up with my homeboy Andre Dumas, aka Jazziness. They started Def, doing everything funky, which became a a doorway to a lot of the Cleveland graffiti, but I was there to bring that together. Started with a thing called the China Pros. In the 80s, we put Chinaman up on the wall. Boom, China Pros. That's how I brought in Sano. That's how I brought in Jazziness. They didn't know each other, but I hooked them up because I went to school with, I lived in the neighborhood with Sano. I went to school in a whole other world with Jazziness. I bring them together. They started doing everything funky. From doing everything funky, you get RTA, you get all these other groups, boom, 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 boom. CST, right? So that was my graffiti contribution. My breaking contribution is the fact that right now, I'm the vice president of the Ill Style Rockers, the group out of Akron that brought breaking back to the state of Ohio in the 90s. I'm the vice president. Who'd have thunk it? Right? Well, what does vice president mean? Well, let's just put it like this. Shout out to the Ill Style Rockers, because through them I made a lot of great money. I've been in Canada, Brampton, teaching hip hop through Ill Style Rockers, kicking it, shout out, you know what I'm saying, to them. I'm still making money with Forrest Gump and Dre Live and stuff. That's where I'm at. I've done spitboxing. I had to bring the battle rap scene to Cleveland when, I brought it from the underground to the mid-ground so that we could get the battle rap going in the city. And I did it, we did it like 300 times. And had to cover the scene, had cats in the Source magazine. Shout out to my man Cheek the Freak, who was rolling with Bone Thug. Got him in the Source because of my battle rap night. We came up with spitboxing a year before the movie 8 Mile came out. So by the time 8 Mile came out, me and the crew in Cleveland, we was like laughing at 8 Mile, like, man, we do this for real. That movie don't mean nothing to us. And right after the movie come out, guess what happened? Get a call from Detroit, Suave. Can we get Cleveland versus Detroit battle? Hell yeah! So that's video, that's DVD, that's out. We got that. Super shout out to David Velo Stewart, helped bring it all together. So then we brought Cleveland versus Detroit. Brought Detroit here. I slayed my rapper from Detroit. Drastic slayed his rapper from Detroit. Couple others, boom, boom, but we tied. Then we went back to Detroit. I couldn't get none of my freestyle heads. The only ones I could get that time was a dude named Superman, D-Mites. I was a coach. I wasn't in it. And all the rest of it, I couldn't get nobody else, man. TLC, nobody else could come. Like Drastic, I couldn't get nobody else. So we went down to Detroit. We lost by 1 point. But even though we lost by 1 point, my man Young Superman battled Detroit Super MC, tore his ass up. D-Mites battled that big earthquake looking dude they had in Detroit, tore his ass. It's all on video. My point being is, he said, where am I at now? I'm a dude who has fulfilled all of his dreams. That's where I'm at, man. Right now, man, I'm just here just to do whatever I'm supposed to do, because I've lived. I don't have a dream, man. I've done everything I want to do.
Okay, so you're saying you've done everything you want to do.
Yes.
But my next question was going to be, what are your plans for the future? I mean,
we got some plans.
You know what I mean?
We got some plans. We got some plans. We got a plan.
You know what I mean?
It ain't a dream. I can't call it a dream. The reason why I don't call it a dream is because
you fulfilled your dream.
I fulfill my dreams. And I like to explain to people like this. If you know how to cook chicken, do you dream about chicken? I mean, if you know how to cook it, you might dream about it, but I guarantee if I ask you what you dreamt about last night, you ain't gonna say chicken.
Hell no.
Because your ass know how to cook it. I'm just saying, even if you dream about chicken, you're not going to say I dreamt about chicken. Why? Because I know I can go in the room right there and cook it. Knowledge is the real riches. But when you in the hood and you around dumbass niggas, you never know that, because they telling you, damn that knowledge, nigga, let's go burn a house down, nigga. And you be like, let's go, right? But you ain't knowing that knowledge, that's really what you niggas dreaming about. If you know how to do it, nigga, you won't dream. You dream because your ass ain't got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I know people right now, they trade stocks, Forex. Every morning they get up, they make money. I'm talking tons of money. Do you know what starts to happen after years of making tons of money? You don't even care about money no more. You start, and if you're a sick-minded person, you start making people do dumb shit because you can make money like that. If you're sick-minded, And there's a lot of it. When you can make money, you start being like, hey, let me see you flip like a dog. You know, it should be like Coming to America. You have girls flipping and shit. Because you know money ain't nothing. I get it like this. That's what happens when sick mind gets money on a regular basis. I know people, they make money, they get money like this. It's nothing. So they're not dreaming about making money. People want to be popular. But a lot of times, man, really what you need, you just need some marketing. If you knew marketing, you wouldn't dream about being popular. You would just market and make yourself popular. But you don't know marketing, so you dream about. So half your people, your dreams come from the fact you lack knowledge. That's what I mean, this is for real.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no dream, because if I want it, I'm going to go get it.
Knowledge is power. Shit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And you want a Benz, if you got knowledge, you just get the Benz. You go get it. You don't be like, man, I've been dreaming about a Benz. I don't have no damn dream. My dream, I have regular dreams. In my dreams, I'm walking down the street. I throw a rock at a window, it don't break. I kick the window, it don't break. I shoot the window, it don't break. I wake up. What I dream about? Oh, I was kicking out a window, shot a window, it didn't break. But I can't turn that into nothing to do today.
Right.
It's just some shit I dream about, some stupid shit. I don't dream about, man, if I was a big rapper, if I want to be a big rapper, that's what I would be. Because you know what? I would get behind myself, and I would push it, and I would market it. I don't care about somebody saying I'm whack. I don't care about nobody telling me what I can't do. Nigga, I'll be telling you, you can shove that up your ass. This is marketing. Einstein, what did he say? The key to success is this. First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win. If you understand the principles, you put that in anything, boom, anybody can win. You just got to get past those steps. But if you are weak-minded, you're going to give up after they ignore you. They threw my flyers down. Okay, you out the game. I'm moving to Atlanta, they threw my flyers down. They probably threw your flyers out because they can't read. Number two, you like, oh, they laughed at me. I'm getting out the game, they laughed at me. Shit, you funny. They should be laughing, you funny looking motherfucker. What the fuck they gonna do? You would laugh at yourself if you look at yourself for real. Then last, they fight you. Hell, they didn't shoot you, take them goddamn lungs. You could have killed your ass. Fight you, nigga, what? It's an honor now to get a fight, because you can at least go home. So they fought you, and if you get past them three things, they didn't say you even had to win. All you gotta do is get past them three things, and then you win. And that's the key to success in this world. Now, in the next world, and in spirituality, that ain't got nothing to do. That's a whole nother level of understanding. But I'm just saying, half y'all don't care about no spirituality. You're just trying to win in the world. I just gave you the secrets to winning in the world, man. That's really what it is.
Secrets, man.
Right there.
Well, where can they find you on social media, man?
Hood Famous TV, Instagram, Twitter. If you're on Facebook, Fake Looks, E-Man Kingley is the name that I am on Facebook. EMANNKINGLEY. And that's how you get with me on that. Or, you know, you can call me 216-322-1857. Because I ain't scared of nobody having my telephone number. You ain't gonna bother me, you ain't gonna worry me, you ain't gonna do nothing. So that's how you can reach me. Or you can even email me at hoodfamoustv@gmail.com. I done had the same telephone number for 20 years.
I know.
So
I know.
I ain't worried about IRS, CEO, BEO, you, your mama, your cousin, whatever. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad to be here to tell y'all a little bit something, man, about where I come from. You know what I'm saying?
And we appreciate you sharing the game. Woo Wednesdays, down in Red Lion Tattoos and Cuts, 4030 St. Clair. Make sure you come down. Check them out if you need tattoos, cuts. Sauve Goddi, the legend. You already know what it is, man. Smartalecs Podcast. Holla at us.
Fuck, man. You guys actually clap for an interview.